Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, day 2 of the suffering. So I just woke up maybe 3, 4 minutes ago, and I'm about to jump in the Stairmaster, get my cardio in, and get this day started. Okay, back in the house, getting ready to cook my first meal. Just got done doing 20 minutes on the Stairmaster. Every Stairmaster is different on the difficulty level, but the difficulty level I just did was level 3 for 20 minutes. So nothing too crazy, a nice decent pace in the morning. Get my heart rate up, get my blood circulating, and definitely get me sweating. I actually find it enjoyable waking up doing cardio first thing. I guess it's not too bad. Yesterday I made it up to seem like worse than what it was, but honestly, waking up first thing without even thinking about it and just jumping straight to it, it's like you don't really have time to think about anything else or register. So it's just, all right, I'm here, I'm doing this. And morning cardio definitely goes by so much faster than PM cardio. In the evenings, it feels like cardio takes 3 times as long as it does in the morning, but even though it's the same amount of time, the same difficulty. But regardless of how it feels or how it seems, it needs to be done. My supplements came in yesterday, so that's great. So I'm gonna start taking those today. I was saying yesterday that I wasn't sure how much I was going to be taking on my supplements because I wasn't sure what the serving size were per pill or per amount. Because I don't do the powder, I do the pill. It's easier to bring to work to take it. So I'm actually going to be doing 12 grams of arginine a day, and I'm going to be doing 12 grams of creatine. I'll be doing 9 grams of glutamine per day is what I'm going to be doing for the supplements, and then I'm going to take beta-alanine right before my workout. I'm going to take 3 grams of that. Beta-alanine, from my understanding, is just supposed to help endurance. It doesn't really help build any muscle or do anything like that, but it does help with endurance, which is what I need, and I'm only going to take that right before my workout in the afternoon. But I'm going to take creatine, glutamine, arginine 3 times a day. Pretty much 4 grams on the creatine and the arginine. And glutamine, I'm going to do 3 grams 3 times a day with my meal, with lunch, and then right after my workout is how I'm going to take them, and see if that helps out. I'm also taking vitamin D, and I'm taking a multivitamin as well. So it's not just going to be those supplements. I'm going to be taking a multivitamin just in case there's any micronutrients that I'm missing from my diet I'm not getting in, which I know for a fact there's things that I'm missing in my diet nutrients wise that I'm not getting in my diet that the multivitamin will cover. And there's a lot of controversial between multivitamins, like do they work, do they not work, are they worth taking, should you just get your nutrition through your food? I think getting it through your food is a lot more ideal than getting it through a pill. Well, not ideal, it's more guaranteed, I guess you can say. You know that you're getting what you need through your diet. But when you're eating a diet like what I'm eating, and you have to eat X amount of food, it doesn't really leave a whole lot of room in your appetite to eat additional food, like eating spinach and carrots and sweet potatoes and cranberry juice and oranges and apples and kale and all these other assortments of vegetables. I mean, if you're eating very little rice, very little chicken, and you have the room in your stomach for those nutrients, then absolutely yes, eat them. But for me right now, I just don't have the appetite to be able to eat all those foods plus what I'm already eating for my macronutrients, let alone my micronutrients. Now, I have done the vertical diet from Stan Efferding, which pretty much covers, like, you know, get all your nutrients through the horizontal part of the diet, which is basically your carrots, your spinach, zucchini, squash, fish, like a fatty fish, your iodine, all that kind of stuff, you know. And there's a huge assortment of variety that you get in your diet, from almonds, cheese, eggs, fish, and all these other like vegetables, low gas vegetable foods. And that diet's great if you need variety, because there is a lot of variety in that diet, and you eat a lot of stuff while you're on that diet. And then the vertical part of the diet is the ground meat and the rice. So you just eat a whole lot of meat and rice to be able to achieve your goal, whether you're trying to cut or you're trying to bulk. And then he actually recommends red meat and rice, but he actually has example diets using chicken and chicken breast if you're on a cut, and then using red meat if you're on a bulk, and then what foods are easier and digestible and this, that, and the other and stuff like that. I'm actually going to get a bowl and change this out. So it just, one of those things that, like, I've done that style of diet before and I do like it on a cut because you have a lot more food. Well, I say cut. I've done it bulking and cutting and stuff like that, and it's a great diet. But for me right now, I just don't have the appetite because I said yesterday, I got sick real bad in the beginning of April, and I had a stomach virus, and ever since then, my appetite has been non-existent. It's extremely difficult for me to want to eat anything at all whatsoever. So eating is a huge challenge right now, let alone eating that much food. So I'm trying to get in what I can get in, and again, I always say eating is the number one way to get your results. I mean, you can't slack off in the gym, you can't slack off in your cardio and everything else. You have to put 100% into everything you do. Like, it's not 70% diet, 30% training. If you're training 30%, you're going to get 30% results out of the gym. So you have to give it 100% on the cardio, you have to give it 100% in the gym, you have to give it 100% on the diet. And I don't mean like go to 100% failure till you're completely obliterated, but your training program, you can't go in there knowing I have to do this, this, and this, and then cut out, 70% of your training and then be like, oh, well, I gave 30%. Like, it's 100% both. But it's already 6 o'clock now, so let me get this food in and then I'll see you guys in a little while. Yesterday, hunger wasn't an issue at all. I had no hunger. Today, it's a whole nother story. Day 2 of the suffering, and I am already hungry. I'm gonna show you guys what I got going on here. I know all of y'all are curious, like, please show me what you're eating again. And there it is, boiled chicken, brown rice with olive oil and green beans. Same thing as yesterday, no flavor, no salts, no seasoning, no nothing. So my hunger is through the roof today. And I woke up this morning, I was 231 pounds. So yesterday, Monday, day 1, I was 235, which was expected because I was drinking on the weekend, eating high sodium foods, having a lot of pasta and just enjoying myself. And then today, I was 231 because yesterday I was on the diet, did cardio twice. I was sweating a whole lot during my workout and everything else. So it's kind of expected that my weight would be down today. I didn't think I was going to drop 4 pounds in a day, but I know it's all water weight, and it's going to slow down here in the next day or two dramatically. Like, I'm pretty sure it's going to stall out around like maybe like 229, 230. Then it'll start coming down maybe 1-2 pounds a week from there. But we'll just keep an eye on it and keep on tracking it. And I'm going to heat this food up, get this meal in, then I'm going to go for my walk. Well, that is definitely one way to tell if you're just hungry or if you're craving, because what I just got done eating was actually very fulfilling, very rewarding, and very enjoyable. So if I was eating other food, like fast food and everything else, of course I could eat a whole lot of food all the time because it tastes good. But eating bland chicken and rice with green beans, it's very difficult to eat if you're not actually hungry. If you're just craving food and you go to eat bland food, the bland food tastes absolutely terrible. But whenever you're eating bland food and you're actually really hungry, that bland food actually tastes very flavorful. Like, all the food that I just got done eating, the chicken, the rice, and the green beans, actually had a lot of flavor to me and tasted really good and it was very enjoyable. Granted, the chicken's dry. That's never enjoyable eating dry chicken, but the flavor was absolutely amazing to me. So I don't feel like I'm losing anything being on this diet. As long as I can keep from breaking my diet and eating something other than what I'm supposed to eat, when the hunger hits, the food tastes amazing. But if I break my diet and eat something I'm not supposed to eat, then the food becomes very bland and very disgusting. So it's one of those things. Like, being hungry is a benefit to making bland food taste better. So that's the whole kicker of eating bland food. I know that I'm actually hungry when I'm eating because the food that I'm eating actually tastes really good, even though it's bland and there's nothing special about it. And that's how I know I'm on track. And then I also want to touch on another little topic. I made a comment saying that I'm in a rush, I'm in a hurry. I don't mean I'm in a rush in the gym to lift heavy weights or to get stronger. I used to be a powerlifter for years. I'm not planning on lifting nearly the weights that I used to lift or the amounts that I used to lift. What I meant by I'm in a hurry is I want to be big, I want to be muscular, I want to be fit, I want to have abs. This stuff takes time. It doesn't come overnight, no matter what. Losing weight, gaining weight, getting stronger, it all takes time and it takes forever. Nothing is overnight. But by controlling the variables, you speed up the process. Controlling what time you go to sleep, controlling what you eat, controlling how much you eat, controlling what times you eat, the amount of workouts you do, the amount of cardio you do, your rest, your recovery, everything. If you control 100% of the variables outside of the gym, then you're speeding the process up and making it go as fast as you could possibly make it go. Versus dieting Monday through Friday, then messing up on the weekends. Or dieting in the morning and then having a cheat meal at night. Or having a cheat meal during the weekend. Or slacking off in the training and missing a training day, or not waking up doing cardio on a certain day. Or staying up 2 hours later and going to bed later, waking up more tired and more exhausted and not rested. So even to hydration, getting enough water in. So by controlling the variables and doing everything I could possibly do outside the gym along with inside the gym is what I mean by I'm in a hurry to get my results. I'm not playing around. I'm not doing cheat meals. I'm not doing cheat days, and I'm not scheduling anything except for my diet, my training, my rest, and my recovery. That's the only thing I have going on right now. And besides spending time with my family and my kids. So that's what I mean by I'm in a big hurry to get my results, because I'm going to do everything I can possibly do with zero excuses and absence of reasoning for like, oh, well, the reason why is this, that, or the other. So that's what I meant by that. I'll finish this walk up, and I'll see you guys at noon for my third meal of the day. It's lunchtime. We are here yet again with some more boiled chicken, brown rice. I'll take my supplements. I'm gonna take my creatine, my arginine, and my beta-alanine. You know, the crazy thing today, I haven't actually had heartburn all up until about 30 minutes ago. I've been really good on the heartburn. I haven't had any at all today, but come around 11:30, heartburn started kicking in real heavy. Well, that sucks. Because I was hoping that was basically it for it, but nope. No, it was not. Indigestion had another plan. So maybe tomorrow will be the last day I have to deal with heartburn, hopefully. Hopefully tomorrow will be the last day. And hopefully that was it for heartburn today. Hopefully I eat this meal and then it goes away. And another thing too is I was actually really hungry this morning at 9 o'clock. My appetite was through the roof and I was incredibly hungry. I ate that meal and now I am not hungry at all. I don't have an appetite at all whatsoever. This does not smell bad to me. It smells pretty good. I know it's going to taste good, but I have no desire to eat this at all whatsoever because I am not hungry. So this meal might be a little tough to get down, but I'm going to do my best to get it all down, which I don't see any reason why I can't get it all down. It just goes to show you that this type of food, like vegetables and brown rice, with a high fiber, it's slower digesting, so it takes longer for it to absorb and break down, so it keeps you fuller longer, which allows you to eat less calories throughout the day versus eating something that has a high amount of calories. Like low gas foods are great, like white rice and red meat and like fatty chicken. That's great if you're trying to gain weight because it absorbs quickly and it absorbs rapidly, so that way you're not left feeling full, so your next meal you can eat more. The better it tastes, the more you can eat. But if you're trying to avoid overeating, eating bland food and eating low calorie foods that causes a little bit of bloating and gastro distress, like from brown rice, all the fiber actually kind of helps control appetite. It makes it a little bit difficult to eat when you need to eat. But also too, like I said, about a month ago I had a bad stomach virus, and ever since then I haven't had the same appetite and I haven't been able to eat the same amount of food. So all right, let me get this meal down, then I'm gonna go for my walk. So the 3 o'clock meal was pretty easy to get in. That wasn't too bad. I got that in fairly easy. I wasn't hungry, but I wasn't not hungry, if that makes sense. I wasn't full by any means, so it was easy to get that meal in. I took arginine and beta-alanine when I got home, so I took 4 grams of arginine and 3 grams of beta-alanine, and after I work out, I'm going to take glutamine and creatine after I get done working out. My pitiful bench press here. So it's funny because whenever I was younger, I remember reading the magazines, Muscle and Fitness and all that stuff, and they came out with NO2 and all these like NOS supplements, like pretty much nitric oxide. And it's like 7 pounds in 7 days, the perpetual pump, mind-blowing vascularity, and all these false claims and promises of what it would do. I took it in hopes of putting on a massive amount of muscle in a short amount of time, and I was quickly disappointed when I realized it was all just nonsense. Now, I'm taking it again. I do believe there is a benefit to taking arginine. It's been shown to lower blood pressure, increase your cardiovascular, it helps blood flow, dilating blood vessels. And they said, oh no, the amount of arginine you have to take to actually increase nitric oxide levels is absolutely insane, and arginine itself doesn't actually increase nitric oxide, and what you're really looking for is a nitric oxide level increasing. You'd actually be better off taking like a male performance, bedroom performance, like Cialis or Viagra, and that would actually do what the arginine supplements, nitric oxide supplements claim to do. But I do feel like when I take it, I get better pumps, and I feel like I get better vascularity when I do take it. So I feel like there is some merit to it, but whatever, you know, it is what it is. All right, let me get this first set in and out the way. Okay, buddy.
Are you going to give it to us later?
Yeah, I'll give it to you in a little bit, okay?
When you're done?
Yeah. But back then, everything was super gimmicky, right? Everything was a gimmick. Like the idea of the perpetual pump and gaining 7 pounds in 7 days was like a shortcut. It's like, why spend the next X amount of weeks trying to gain 7 pounds when I could take this and gain a pound a day? And then it's 21 days. So 21 days, that's 21 pounds if you do the math. And a young 14, 15-year-old kid reading these magazines, and then you had all the supplements that came out, and they all promised these great and amazing things to come with extremely expensive prices. I mean, you're talking $90 a bottle back whenever I was 14 years old. So that was like, 2000? Because then I was 18 in 2005, so you're talking about 2000, 2001, $90 a bottle for 21 days. That's expensive. No matter how, even to the day standards, that's expensive. Especially for an amino acid that doesn't do half what they claim to do, which is absolutely insane. But, you know, when you're young and you want to get big and you want to get big quick, it seems like anything is worth trying at that time, even if you don't even have the money to try it, to be honest. Slowly inching my way back up. Slowly inching my way. It's 145 pounds. I'm going to do it for 5. This is my 3rd week doing 145 for 5. So next week I'll probably go up to like 150. And slowly try to inch my way back up to 225 on the bench. Hopefully I get it. We'll see if I do or I don't. As long as I don't tear my pec, I'll be happy. I would love to bench press 225 again. Hopefully it's in a realm of possibility. I'm going to take my sweet time getting there. So. And this just gives me some type of goal besides like body image to go for, instead of like going for like, you know, just weight loss or image. But again, like I said, I'm on a hard cut. I'm doing cardio twice a day. I'm going on 2 10-minute walks. So doing all that while being in a deficit, I know my strength is going to plateau. It's going to start to recess it back and tank. I know this isn't a lot of weight by no stretch of the imagination. This is heavy. This is extremely light, especially in the realm of powerlifting and stuff. But it's what I can do for right now, so I don't let it get to me. And you know what? 145 pounds is better than no pounds on the bench. It's something that I had to fight with in my head a long time, because it's like, if I'm not benching in the 3s, then what's the point? I'd be benching 275, 315, 335, and then going from that to not even be able to handle the barbell. just barely handling the barbell for a couple reps. It was just like so demoralizing. Like, yeah, no, I'm done with that. I'm not going to start all the way back over. But I snapped out of that mindset. Now it's just like, you know what? Being able to do it, it's fun, and it's better than not being able to do it. And by fun, I mean it's actually terrifying because I'm scared of hurting my pet. But without fear, there cannot be bravery, right? You cannot be brave without fear. Well, there's nothing brave about bench pressing if you're just going to rip your peg. That's just stupidity. Whatever. It's an old power lifter in me. Not heavy, but it's better than nothing. Okay, this is my top set. This is set number 5 of dumbbell press. I do this for 5 sets of 15, and I go up by 5 pounds. I started with the 35s, I'm finishing with the 55s tonight. Last week I did this for 9 reps with the 55s, so I'm gonna see if I can get it for at least 10 reps tonight. If I get it for 10, that's a big win. Happy with that. And then what I normally do is I do my set, and Richard does his, and I do mine, and he does his, and I do mine, and he does his, back to back without rest. And when it comes to that top set, I give myself just a little bit more rest. Up there it is. And I give myself just a little bit more rest, maybe like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, just to really make sure that I'm rested to give 100% output, because everything else up to this is a warm-up. That's how I view it, even though it's only going up by 10 pounds total, 5 pounds a hand. It's still, I look at them like they're warm-ups. In this one top set, this is the only one that matters right here. So I want to make sure that like I'm well rested, because the other ones I power through. I just bang the reps, bang the reps, bang the reps, bang the reps as fast as I can. Oh, it's just going through the motions, kind of. And then for this one right here, I'm gonna slow it down, and I'm gonna do nice controlled, very nice controlled reps. I'm trying to put a lot more tension on the muscle, making it harder, so that way I actually fight for that extra rep if I do get it, and it actually means something when I get it, not just a power through it, you know. All right, let me go ahead and get this. Let's see if I get it. All right, 13, I'll take that. After dumbbell press, I move on to incline dumbbell press. I do this for 3 sets of 15. Same thing, going up 5-pound dumbbells, so 10 pounds a set. Hit the 35s and the 40s. Now I'm on the 45s. Last week I did this for 12. So I'm gonna see if I can get it for at least 13. I'm gonna rest a little bit longer than usual on this because I'm pretty fatigued from the previous workout, or the previous exercise. But I got that arginine in me, got that beta-alanine in me, I got that bland boiled chicken and rice in me. And to be honest, the diet's not even that bad. I haven't been struggling as bad as I thought I was going to be struggling on it. I thought I was going to be in a lot worse shape, to be completely honest. But it's not that bad. And actually, I think I prefer it being bland over being seasoned. So it's just simpler, easier on the palate, I guess. But again, it's only day 2, so it's day 2 of the suffering. And it's easy to be motivated and in high spirits whenever you're super early in the beginning stages of a diet. Week 1 is either the absolute hardest to get past, or it's the absolute easiest, because it's either you don't want to do it and you're not motivated, but once you get past that first week and start seeing results, it becomes easier. or two, you're extremely motivated and you're amped up and ready to go, then after that first week is whenever you realize, oh man, I still got 11 more weeks to go. Then it becomes demoralizing. But like I said, I'm in a rush. I'm in a rush to get my results. I'm in a rush to get my gains, get my abs, get big. I want to rush all of it. And I know it doesn't come overnight. This is a slow going process. But by controlling 100% of the variables outside of the gym, sleep, rehab and prehab, food, hydration, everything that you could possibly control outside of the gym will speed up the results in the gym tenfold. So I'm doing everything I can to be on the fast lane of success on this. Hopefully it all pays off. Oh, there it is, 15. Woo, I gotta go up next week and wait. I'm doing low cable crossovers now. So I go bench press, dumbbell press. I'm doing bench press for strength. And I'm doing dumbbell press for the volume for the bench press. And I do incline dumbbell press to develop the upper chest and the delts. And now I'm going to do low cable crossovers to kind of get the bottom of the chest, the inner chest, and some more of the delts. I've been doing this for 5 sets of 20, but I think I'm going to change it up just to do like 3 sets of 20. And I'm going to go up on every single set because I've been kind of sticking with the same weight all 5 sets of 20. And I think I'm going to play with it a little bit and see how I feel. Because doing 8 sets on bench and then 5 sets and then 3 sets and then 5 sets, I think this is a lot of volume. And I think I don't think it's jump volume, but I think doing 5 sets of 20 with 20 pounds is kind of monotonous. I don't think I'm really getting anything out of that, so I'm going to try and change it up just a little bit. And this is really just for my shoulder, to be honest. My shoulder, my pec, to kind of try to help get it stronger in a bad position. That sums up tonight's workout. Pretty simple: bench press, dumbbell press, incline dumbbell press, some low cable crossovers. And when I do low cable crossovers, in the first set, I'll come out real wide like this and come down, but it starts to hurt my shoulder. So what I do is I come up like here and I push straight down like I'm doing a dip. I know a lot of people, that's not how you do it. You have to come way up like this and blah, 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 blah. But I don't do it like that when I start going heavier. I'll lean forward and I'll come straight up and then push straight back down, just like a dip. I'll do just like a dip with the cables, and you can say it's not going to work, or it does, but I tell you what, I feel it in here harder than if I do it like this. Doing it like this versus doing it like this, I feel it more whenever I do it like a dip versus doing it like a fly. So take that for what it's worth. So anyways, you guys saw the video. If you made it this far, I did my egg whites for breakfast with my oatmeal. I did chicken and rice 3 times a day. 3 times a day. After I get done doing my cardio, I'm about to get on the Stairmaster and do 20 minutes of cardio. I'm going to have a protein shake with 3 scoops of whey, and then at 9 o'clock tonight, I'm going to do another 1.5 cups of egg whites with a tomato and some mushrooms because I just like them. And that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll try to post another video tomorrow and get up and keep at this, so that way you guys that are interested in following along can keep up with my progress, and y'all can call me out if I start messing up, or y'all can encourage me to be like, hey man, good job, keep going, man, keep at it, you're doing great, or you could do better, or oh, you call that progress. So, but all the same, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see y'all later.